Hi grade 6, another quick grammar lesson video for you. So last grammar lesson we looked at prepositional phrases, and today instead of just identifying the prepositional phrase, we're going to also do the added step of identifying whether or not the prepositional phrase is used as an adjective or an adverb. Now we've looked at adjectives and adverbs before, but we were just looking at them as single words. We were identifying one word as being an adjective or an adverb. Prepositional phrases, the whole phrase, can actually act as an adjective or an adverb as well. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. But first, a little bit of a review, because this is going to be very helpful for you in deciding what exactly your prepositional phrase is doing in the sentence, is the fact that adverbs, remember the clue at the end of adverbs is that it has the word verbs in it. So that's your memory trick. Adverbs generally describe verbs, okay? Adjectives, on the other hand, describe nouns or pronouns. So I'll just write that in for you. So adjectives think nouns or pronouns, adverbs think verbs. And these questions that we have down under here are under each of these headings are going to be helpful also for you in your work today. So adverbs answer the questions how, where, and when. And adjectives answer the questions how many, what kind, or which. Okay, so if you look at the examples underneath each of these questions, we can see that here we have Jean danced gleefully. Well, the gleefully is describing how Jean danced. And since danced is a verb, it's an adverb. Okay, jumping over to adjectives. Jean sang several songs. How many songs did he sing? He sang several. Okay, since songs is a noun, several is acting as an adjective. So that's all review. Now, today you're going to be looking at first finding a prepositional phrase and then deciding is it being used as an adjective or an adverb. So the very first step is to find the prepositional phrase. So the examples I wrote today are the same or very similar, I think, to the last video. She went to the store. This is our prepositional phrase. To is the preposition. Store is the object of the preposition. That's what we did yesterday. But for today, you can just circle the prepositional phrase, to the store. All right. Now, to the store is actually giving us some added information about where she went. Okay. And because to the store answers the question where, it is being used as an adverb. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. To the store is giving us more information about where she went, and it's also describing a verb. Went is a verb, which means it's being used as an adverb. Okay, so the whole phrase is being used as an adverb. Let's do another example. He counted the books on the shelf. First, we find our prepositional phrase on the shelf, because on is a preposition. Now, on the shelf, we have to figure out what is on the shelf describing or giving more information about. And the questions on the previous slide will be very, very useful for that. Is on the shelf telling how, where, when? Or is it telling maybe how many, or what kind, or which? Okay, so you can ask yourself these questions in your head. It's very, very useful for figuring out which one is which. I also think it's useful to draw an arrow from your prepositional phrase to the thing it's adding information to. It doesn't give you the instructions to do that in your workbooks, but I would suggest doing it because if you think about on the shelf, what's on the shelf giving more information about? It's giving more information about the books, okay? And it's answering the question, which books? Well, the books on the shelf. And since on the shelf is describing books and it's answering the question which, it is being used as an adjective. All right, one more example. We have a prepositional phrase of water. Now, of water is giving us more information about the cups. He gave us cups of water. And since cups is a noun, it's a thing, then this is an adjective. Okay, so our first example was an adverb. Our second example was an adjective. And our third example was an adjective as well. Okay, so two things that can help you figure out what your prepositional phrase is doing. First of all, I'm suggesting drawing an arrow to the thing it is describing or the thing it's giving more information about. Second thing is to keep those questions in your mind. You can leave this screen up, or the questions are also listed in the box at the top of lesson 61, so you can take a look there as well. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know.